Welcome back. Now, as part of Global Entrepreneurship Week, ENCA Moneyline caught up with well-known businessman Dr. Richard Maponya. This is what he had to say about the problems facing entrepreneurs.
Funding is the most problematic thing for any business person who is starting from scratch. As you may know that we come from a very terrible background of apartheid. We never had the opportunity of amassing wealth so that we can have collateral when the banks are asking for collateral. We just don't have it because we were denied getting into business, we were denied land ownership, we were denied just everything that made a life worthwhile. Now, we need an encouragement from the government.
Well, being an entrepreneur often means being a trailblazer and pioneering new things. This may sound good when things go according to plan, but there's always the voice of fear when having to do something new. So today, Moneyline unpacks what traits best describe an entrepreneur and what needs to be developed. Joining me now is Putseleto Mudumukhale, who is the Hope Factory's business mentor. Putseleto, thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you for inviting me.
What is this voice of fear? It makes me a little scared myself.
Well, we all have it inside ourselves, especially when we are faced with new innovation, new business, new opportunity, because we don't never know how things will turn out. And that inside you says, what if I fail? What if I don't make it? What if? What if? And often, as entrepreneurs, those are the things that either make us or break us, because fear can prevent you from pursuing your dream, or it can propel you forward. So it depends at that moment of when you question, what if?
Yeah.
Where do you move to?
Well, many entrepreneurs that we speak to, that we hear of, that have been exceptionally successful with their ventures, are those who have failed time and time again. How do they get over that fear?
You know, if you have failed so many times, you get to the point of realizing that I can do it over and over again. If I could start it and make it that far, what will stop me now? I mean, failure is part of growth, is part of stepping stone. And for most of us, when we fail, we think we have lost it because we're scared of what people will say. Anyway, what can people say? Because at the end of the day, you are sometimes on your own. You have to make it work. So businesses that succeed actually are not scared of failure. In fact, they take failure as a positive thing that is happening within their businesses, and they grow from that. The only thing is to look at the things that you move forward with and leave the ones that didn't work and try again.
Do you have to have a special kind of personality to be able to withstand all of that? Do you have to walk in already with the confidence to do this?
You know, if you don't have the confidence, you have to build it up. You don't have to have a certain character. To me, you have to have a strong will. You have to have a strong mind. You have to have a strong muscle to carry you through during those trial times. But most importantly, what we have seen as the Hope Factory is having a mentor enable you or help you to actually conquer most of these challenges, because this is the person who's going to keep you accountable. This is the person who's going to walk the journey with you. She is or he is your sounding board. Yeah. When trials come or when challenges, even when new ideas come to mind, before you go into the implementation, you have somebody to pass those ideas with to say, what if I take this route? Is it aligned to the goal and the plans that I have for the business?
And how do you pair someone with the right mentor, the person who's actually going to be able to take them through this journey?
It goes two ways. I would say getting a right mentor is you can get somebody who understands your business, but not only understand the business, who's not going to be nice when you want somebody to pet you, but who's going to be truthful to you and help you see even the things on the sidelines that you might not be seeing. This is the person who's looking into your business, not only into your business, but helping you as an entrepreneur to grow personally, because often you find that we grow businesses, but we leave the people out. these are two things. We have to grow both the entrepreneur as we grow in their businesses, because as the business grows, as they grow, the business will grow to the level of their.
Is there a large pool of mentors for entrepreneurs who are entrepreneurs in South Africa? I would imagine that those people have their own businesses and lives to lead as well.
Many of us have seen the opportunity to helping others after being entrepreneurs for many years. There are men and women out there who are giving their time in helping entrepreneurs. And I think organizations like the Hope Factory have seen the need for them to be strong on their mentorship, because our program is so great in that they offer you a mentor that is going to work with you for 4 years, one-on-one, twice a month, and that on its own is a big thing into the business. So yes, there are many people who are now available to mentor any businesses, especially somebody that you look up to. It's somebody you can approach to say, I've seen how your business has been doing and I'm in the same line of business. Can you help me to overcome some of the things that you went through yourself as an entrepreneur? Otherwise, they have to just apply and come into the program, and we are here for them.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thanks for your time today. That was Puseletso Modimokhale, who's business mentor at the Hope Factory. Now, Greece could tighten its belt further as it continues to battle hard economic times. It's threatening to impose more austerity measures. Although the country is no longer in recession, its citizens continue to protest over the quality of life.
Scores were killed in Greece when the army opened fire on protesting students in 1973. Every year since then, thousands of Greeks mark the anniversary of the tragic protest. This year, they also used the march to raise bread and butter issues.
The slogans are still the same today. Then it was about education, bread and freedom. Today it's autocracy, austerity and freedom. It's just as relevant today, maybe even more so.
Our lives are composed of 3 words: struggle, struggle and more struggle. They don't want us to demand our rights. But what rights anyway? They've taken them all away.
Greece is no longer in recession. It's seen 3 consecutive quarters of growth and hopes to exit its bailout next year. But after 6 years of tough austerity, it still has plenty of problems to deal with.
It is quite possible that if there was an early election, we would have the far left get leadership, and that really could see Greece being led by a political party whose aims were totally against those of EMU.
Economic pressure on many Greeks is not easing. They now also have to deal with a new property tax, and the country still has the highest unemployment rate in the Eurozone. A strong showing in the tourism sector has helped, with growth rates in the 3rd quarter better than anywhere else in the region. But with the threat of more austerity measures, locals say they've had enough.
Our daily question and answer feature, Need to Know, coming up after the break.